All right, we are staying on the 6th floor, room 64. I'm sorry, 6343. As you can see, people have decorated their rooms for this Hawaiian cruise. Look here, balcony cabin 6343.
Hello.
All right, first thing, let's take care of business first. So take a look at the bathroom. It is your traditional bathroom. Granted, we have already unpacked. We did get in yesterday, but the room is freshly cleaned. So this is your typical bathroom. It's got the Carnival blue vanity, floor, shower. Has your handheld. Pressure's decent. Of course, pressure on the sink here is incredible. I don't know why your pressure is so high on your sink, but your shower is. Well, it's not bad. It's not bad. Your standard loo. Plenty of storage. 2 shelves on each side. Some areas down below. Trash can here. Plenty of storage. Let me go back out here. First thing here, in this closet, you have a safe. My shoe is here because on this Hawaiian cruise, days at sea are really rocky. This doesn't work. I've tried to lock this by sliding, it says either a credit card or license, something with a magnetic strip. And the movement of the ship has this thing opening all night long, so I had to put a shoe in front of it to at least block it so that it doesn't continue to open. We got a shelf up there, shelf down here. Your life jacket's at the bottom. Just have some things clothes folded on top of that. Middle closet here is a full length for longer items with the mirror on the door. Enough area for a suitcase to be stored at the bottom there. Area for some shoes. Your third closet door has a refrigerator at the bottom, which is odd because we haven't stayed in a cabin where a refrigerator has been in the closet. So it's really odd. Of course, I have a couple bottles of wine. The only thing I'm thinking of is at the very bottom. At night, there's a nightlight that comes on that's motion sensor for you to get up, I guess, obviously, when you go to the bathroom. So having electrical in there and with the refrigerator allowed for that, I'm not sure, but it cuts into your closet space. But you do have room again here for some shirts and tops and then a shelf.
You just have to be careful about the vent in the back.
But yeah, obviously at the back on this shelf, there's a vent for the heat from the refrigerator motor. You don't want to obviously block that up. Refrigerator will stop working. So, onto the desk area. You have 2 shelves. You have your desk. Then you have 3 cabinets. 1, 2, and then the bottom one is a little deeper. So you have those 3 drawers area to this little cabinet here. Kind of shallow, probably a little 6-inch deep. 2 shelves for storage, your flat screen TV, and then to the left of this is a little sofa with a coffee table and a light. I imagine that probably pulls into a bed, and then you have a king-size bed here. And we would definitely have to say this bed. Well, last night we both got good sleep on it. It was comfortable.
Right.
Mattress wasn't too hard. at all.
Well, and finally the room cooled down.
But that's your air conditioning vent in the center. I guess it shoots out four directions, but
Well, we still brought the fans.
yeah, Chris brings a fan. And then at the very back here, there are three more shelves and a cabinet. The shelf area is deep, very deep, and then you have in here, which is very deep, which in a sense they could have put the refrigerator over here. I'm sure there's a reason why they didn't,
Right.
but who
Well, normally aren't
knows?
they in like this cabinet? But
Yeah, but this is, I mean, it's a big area. There's plenty of storage, but not
in the right spots.
closet space for hanging things. So if you want to fold up your stuff, no shortage of places to put it, souvenirs, gear, whatever. But overall, I mean, it's your standard size cabin. On this side of the bed, there is a little nightstand. The other side, there is not enough room for a nightstand because that sofa sticks out pretty far and it's tight.
I think that
Balcony.
Is that a bed? Is that a fold-out bed?
Yeah, that pulls out to a bed. And then your balcony, which we recorded our first sunset last night, but let's go ahead and go out there. It's been breezy today. But nice, very nice. We did see some dolphins swimming alongside earlier today. What's your balcony is your standard? 2 chairs, table. Nice enough to just sit out here. Back in we go. And that's it. Balcony cabin 6343. They do have this digital thermostat now. Obviously, we have a crank down. Even a crank down, I'd say it's maybe 72 in here, maybe. It's comfortable.
Yes.
It's comfortable. Obviously, at night it'll get cooler. We do like to keep the drapes closed when we're not in the room because that definitely helps keep it cooler. If you're also somebody who likes to keep your room cold or as cold as it can be. Well, that concludes the room tour. What did we do today? We attempted to go to a lei making class. Didn't really work out because even though we were there on time from when it said the class was scheduled to begin, the room was already full. Obviously, they did not have enough materials. So probably the first maybe 50 people that were there, probably a half hour before it was scheduled to even start, did receive little stickers that they would be the ones getting the materials. And then the rest of us were invited to just stay and watch. Or at the end, if there were any left over, we could try to do something with that. We thought, that sucks. But we kind of expected because we had heard that had happened before.
Right.
They had a ukulele class today as well as hula lessons. We didn't partake in that. We did go see an entertainer by the name of Washboard Joe.
Right. I did take some video.
Yeah, we'll get some video of him a little later.
They're great.
Yeah, they were very great. Very, very great. As a matter of fact, I never seen anybody do the things he did with a washboard.
Because I took some video.
Yeah. But again, we will talk to you a little bit later.